But we are live. A little late. 50 minutes late. But if Drew can start 6 hours early, then,
We could start 6 hours late. See you all then.
oh, thank God. Alright, see you tomorrow. Alright. Ira Frank.
We don't go up. The game goes down.
Yep. Drop it a little bit more. There we go.
I changed some things with my audio setup. It sounds better on other people's streams now.
Am I not rotating saves? Okay. Alright. So when we last left off, we...
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we finished Tron with both characters. Yeah, we're on Maestro. And we are currently
And now we're doing the next world.
We are currently playing as Sora. That might only last for a few seconds, I'm not too sure. I thought I saved after the drop.
I don't remember that.
Oh, man. I know I said, like, one more game, but am I allowed to switch that one more game? Because this
I don't
is...
think so, Tim.
Ugh. What's everybody doing tonight?
Watching this stream. I finally figured out the texture mods for Marvel, so I'm working on that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give that a try later.
Yeah, that's what I posted in chat. It's my mint chocolate 0.
Oh, it looked gray on my end, but... either way, my monitor's-
Which part of that?
Is it supposed to be brown?
That is brown.
Let me look
Drag
at it
between
again as soon
monitors.
as...
Yeah, it looks pretty brown. What does chat think? No, that's a stream link. There.
Sora, please
So
shut
guess what nifty feature Twitch added while you were gone?
up. Collections.
Yeah. And now all of our playthroughs are organized right there.
Your name's your boy Vet now?
Yeah.
I really
Yeah, they
wanted to just have
they let you-
Maxx.
They let you change your names now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they still won't give you a name that's been dead for 6 years, but...
Yeah. I would just take Austin then. This looks brown, black, and green. Awesome.
Yeah, it looks like that on the other monitor, but on my main monitor, it just looks like a kind of dirty gray.
Huh.
So I'm not in a giant whale with Sora,
No.
as of right now.
Looks like an amusement park. Specifically,
That little fella's some miracle.
Prankster's Paradise.
Mr. Geppetto's wooden
Oh,
brought to life by the
it's an interesting guess, because that's actually where this takes place. I don't know how you would have,
because he's given so much
how you would have guessed that,
happiness
though.
to others. Now Pinocchio needs me to guide him and be his conscience. So maybe
You can use screenshots for PS4 themes. Oh yeah, there was a PS4 update today as well.
I have not tried that yet. And I also apparently have not played a game where the PS4 boost mode helps at all.
Hey, Jiminy, what's up?
Did you try with the boost mode?
Yeah, I tried a couple of games.
You shouldn't be here, young man.
Specifically, I tried Naruto, see if that would run at 60 FPS. It does not.
You mean you
Um,
heard of me?
I don't
Is
know.
it uncapped?
Well,
It's weird. It's not. It's like a little faster than 30.
really? You feeling
It feels like 45, and it just
Sora, you say?
it won't
a
drop.
shame.
It doesn't drop, but
I don't think I
doesn't go up either.
recognize you, but the name does have a familiar.
I wonder what kind of results you can get out of boost mode.
no idea.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a buzzword. All right,
Are you telling me Sony would just go on the internet and lie
maybe
Sleeping worlds.
maybe it
Time
would.
does
for
not
30 some years?
unless one restores the world by waking it from
PlayStation
slumber.
4 Pro has a light mode
Because
that
they
boosts
locked in a
games
dream
that
forever.
aren't at 4K. Or maybe it runs way slower, who knows? Ooh.
They are just figments of the
Don't
dream.
play Assassin's Creed.
In actuality, they are sound asleep, trapped within a world that is also sleeping. What's more, whilst someone may no longer dwell in the real version of a world, dreams may paint a fuller picture and restore what seems to be missing.
Week after week,
Alright,
I'm
well.
continually reminded how disappointed I am in this game.
Jiminy Cricket wasn't trapped in this world. So
Well, maybe all you needed was a break from it.
it's like the dream world
Maybe.
keeps putting him back where
That's
he
the
belongs.
spirit. That's probably what's been keeping me back from really enjoying this game. I was just going in too hard 3 hours a week.
Well, sure. The feeling's mutual, Sora.
Oh yeah.
But now I'm hot off a great film, so now I can play a great game.
Okay, but the reason why,
And just like, for those of you who are not informed, me and Phil attended the Sword Art Online movie tonight.
Boys here are allowed to wreck things and loaf around and make
Go on.
Why is
Go.
it-
themselves.
Yeah, you're
Hold
not
on,
on your right
and-
mic.
Pinocchio.
why is it doing that?
It's just really loud.
That's right. That's where I must
Try this one.
Pinocchio.
Hello?
He knows me?
Hello.
That's not right.
How?
Is it better?
No.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Shame on you, Pinocchio.
Sounds like Windows raised the
Playing
volume
goofing
of your
off
other
in a
mic.
place like this?
And you just had to lower it.
Like, you sound loud, but, like, you don't... Like, it sounds like you would be loud, but you're, like, technically quieter than Austin.
Oh,
You're just
don't
peeking.
say. And
You sound
Okay,
like
hello?
shit. There you
Hey.
go.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
So about the shitty movie you saw.
Okay, so listen, I on the way home, I'm having my personal, just sitting there driving, thinking about the story. And the first thing that pops in my head, by the way, are you streaming? You're streaming.
We are
obviously,
streaming,
right?
yes.
Okay, spoilers for anyone who gives a shit about ordinal scale. Just gonna give you right now. 1, 2, 3. What happened to everyone else's memories? How does the whole idea of getting memories back in Asuna even work? What is the actual science behind it? Wouldn't it also feel just as bad to get the memories forced back in than it would to take the memories out of her? What the fuck did Yuna even do to get that going in the first place? Also, why the fuck does it even matter if she had her memories back? There was nothing at physical stake if there was no reason for her to even have the memories gone in the first place. Why would it have been more interesting to basically turn around and say, Asuna, you don't remember SAO at all, and now she has to deal with the fact that she doesn't remember some of the most important fucking formative things in her entire life. Now she has less of a better relationship with Kirito, less of a better relationship with Yui, and a whole bunch of other things that could have happened in the next, couple of arcs. But all of a sudden, she sat there and there's nothing wrong with it. Also, how does PvP work in the game? How does the endgame even work? Apparently, the ranking system in fucking ordinal scale works in a way that you have to beat every goddamn enemy into the ground, and you get more ranking points from it. But apparently, AG's just walking around beating the shit out of people, which begs the question, if people were just worried about their rank, why the fuck didn't they just take their Ogmas off? It doesn't make any sense. What's the rule of it? What happens if you take your Ogma off and you disconnect from the game? It's obvious that AG can't keep beating your ass in a virtual sense, let alone doing it in a real sense, because he would just go to fucking jail if he was beating someone up without an Ogma. But again, like that fucking fat guy cornered in the alley, he just kind of waits until people either show up or does it when everyone's away, so whatever. But still, PvP still doesn't make any fucking sense, because you could just take the fucking Ogma off, because that was told by Yuna at the end fucking thing, where she was like, everyone needs to take their fucking Ogmas off and they'd be fine. It's as simple as taking your fucking Ogma off. So how the fuck did AG, the only antagonist that had a motivation that was made sense, kind of, even given half the power he would have just, I guess he should have just beat him up, right? That should be the thing, right? I guess that's the way to go about it. Still, the idea of fucking PvP, like that whole fucking end sequence between Kirito and goddamn AG, it's like, what the hell was he doing the whole time? How do you have something where he's holding a literal fucking like white thing that's supposed to signify a sword grip? How is that recorded as bioforce feedback? Apparently it's electrical impulses that make your muscles spasm, but even then, Wouldn't that just be super dangerous because you'd just be fucking beating the shit out of people on accident? Wouldn't the government have a problem with that? What about the whole idea that the whole fucking thing can even just do this entire 3D readout rendition of the environment? How does it actually do that for cars coming in? And they even remark about it, like the idea that it's apparently dangerous to play in traffic because of the idea that it doesn't account for traffic. So that means it wouldn't account for certain random things happening in the environment. What about other human people walking around? Does that mean that every event that happens in ordinal scale has the actual law enforcement sit around and just block everything off? Why were there no actual humans using it? I can't believe that every single person was using an Ogma because it wasn't true. It's just like now with the Google Glass and all sorts of other shit you see walking around. Sure, a bunch of people were playing Pokemon Go, but there was just as many people looking at those guys like idiots. So what the fuck?
Phil, it's just a video game.
Ah!
I don't... I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, now Jack can highlight it.
I can, like, rebuttal most of it, but not all.
Candy
But
for 2
rebuttal
hours.
and...
What do you want to explain to you the most? Let's start there.
Okay, PvP, why didn't they just take their fucking Ogmas off?
Because
Save
you
their
still
rank
have
and
a
get
dude
away.
beating the shit out of you.
Okay, but then that still means that you're fucking...
You're not
save your-
supposed to have... The PvP is not something you're supposed to do.
But they obviously have something in the game that allows you to do that.
No, they don't. Remember, anytime that AG actually attacks somebody, he just punches them.
No, he doesn't attack somebody. Well, he doesn't fucking punch Kirito half the time. He's just
Okay,
hitting him
but
with the
they're having a
sword.
sword fight, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Which
there's a dual function, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, which means there's a dual function, which means that needs to be some sort of rule governing it, which even fucking Elizabeth turns around and says, hey guys, dual etiquette, or player etiquette, so it's obviously a problem in the fucking game, and it would seem to me like, how does the fucking endgame work? Does AG just go around beating the shit out of people? Did he just get rank 2 because he got rank 2? Or has he just been beating the shit out of people and doing it in
Well,
PvP
he's
illegally?
ranked 2 because he's in cahoots with the bad guy. That's why he's
Okay,
ranked.
well, there you-
That's why he can.
That makes sense.
I don't think there's actual dueling going on. I think that's just something he can do because he has access to the technology. It's just something. Where the fuck am I
But Liz-
going? Am I still playing this?
Lisbeth
God damn
still
it.
fucking remarks on it, and she still says, hey, don't do that. Like, it's a
No,
occurrence,
the
like it's
player
happened before.
etiquette is don't hit people. Like, don't push people over and shit.
Dream Eaters.
But there's still something in the system that allows it to happen.
No, there's nothing in the system that allows it to happen. He's pushing people over. It's not virtual, it's just something that goes over your eyes.
Oh my god. Okay, what's next? Full 3D renditions of everything. Rendering out an entire map of fucking SAO proportions in an environment that doesn't actually readily make it available, and doing so and basically mirroring everything. How does that work?
What do you mean? How do they make it look like a virtual world even though it's not?
Okay, no. How do they do that and do it so it makes sense with the geometry of the surrounding area? Because that's the only way that it would make sense to make that safe. Otherwise, it's completely unsafe because it can't render in cars.
Oh, well that's because they have tons of drones flying around that are constantly, like, monitoring the city, so they probably have a 3D render of it. Then you just project that onto that.
How does it account for things in real life? Does it fucking
It doesn't.
render those
That's
as enemies?
why the police have to block off areas. That part's dumb. I can't explain that. That just happens.
But I didn't see any police block off areas. Did they,
Oh,
did they
there were blockades. Because that's the first thing I looked for. It's like, so wait, people are just gonna run around with swords? What's keeping them from walking into the street? And yes, there are actual barricades that they put up for those events. Because they are
Okay.
supposed to be big events when that happens.
Okay, well, there's that. I got that answer. It's still fucking stupid.
I'm
but I
not
got-
saying it's not dumb. I'm just saying that it is explained-ish, at least visually.
Ish.
Okay, well, he's still a hack writer. I can't...
Okay. Alright. So... Memories. What happened to everybody else?
What do you mean? How did they get their memories back?
Yeah.
Because the way the fucking thing works, apparently, is that it's not removing your memories, it's just blocking them.
They didn't say that in the movie.
Yes, they did. They said,
No,
he said that the synapses have not, they weren't severed, nothing was done to them, specifically. It's just that they're, like, mucking them up and clouding them up.
Clouding them up? So it just clouds up your synapses until it just completely is gone? Is that not considered damage?
Then where's the
I mean, it'll probably make you retarded at some point.
That's damage!
Come on, Jim.
Yeah,
That
but-
is physical damage!
Yeah, but it's been a couple of days, it's fine.
No! You can't just unmuck a synapse! That's not how that works!
They're not, it's not muck, they're just, you know, the synapses, they say, hey, take a break,
Gee, Pinocchio, how'd you manage
you know?
No!
Yeah, they just tell the synapses to take a break.
No! That's not how the brain works!
It does in 2024.
Oh my god.
another imposter?
Fuck you, give us money, play our death game. You're right. Oh my god.
There. See him walking.
Because I thought about it, I'm like, why wasn't the government not giving a shit about this? And I'm like, oh, the government doesn't give a shit about it because they're using it for data. Of course they are, because the government's a bunch of dicks.
It's not, he's not with, like, he's with the government, but that whole shit is not, like, it's like super secret, dark underground government stuff, like, that most
That's what I'm
government people
saying.
don't know about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even then, does that mean that there aren't people sitting there doing shit? Oh man.
Also, when he first reports it, and they're like, yeah, we can't really confirm that's what's happening, because only, like, 3 people have actually taken, like, that's only happened to 3 people. So it's like, we don't really got a case. We got government stuff going on. Nobody gives a shit about survivors anymore.
Oh my god. Oh. You explained it and I'm not happy. I'm still
I
not
didn't
happy.
say you'd be happy with the answer. I just said that there is an answer.
It's such a stupid fucking answer.
I don't know what to tell you. That's the answer.
I do not default. I still default to the it's a dumb fucking idea on because there's no way it's not damaging your brain. There's no way you don't just lose memories. Blocking of any synapses doesn't work like that. You fucking that's what they thought. That's how they thought lobotomies worked. It's like you just get the retardation out. No, idiot. That's not how it works. You're gonna fuck up their brains some more if you keep doing that.
I'm also not saying it's scientifically accurate.
Ugh.
I'm just saying that that's the reason. At a certain point, you gotta suspend your disbelief. It's
No! No!
Listen.
The entire fucking series is all about suspending your disbelief.
the one
Because it's a video
inexcusable thing with
not,
Sword Art
though!
as a series is that while trying to, like, because he's always like, somebody in Sword Art always has to go visit, like, a doctor to tell them what's wrong, and the doctor's always just saying bullshit, because Reki Kawahara doesn't know what science is. If he just didn't try to justify it, he'd be fine, but that's when he starts fucking up.
But that's the thing is that he has so many different things happening all at once in tandem with one another that at some point, even he has to turn around and go, shit, if I don't answer this, somebody's gonna have a fucking problem with it.
Yeah!
Me? No, just a traditional fan. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? How's this even working?
No, because a traditional fan doesn't give a shit what the fuck happens.
Like
Yeah.
all those people in the theater. Also, Vet, it is a video game, but they specifically went out of their way to fucking point out, oh, half the fucking thing, Kirito is the only voice of reason, and it makes the most sense, and he does the least amount of work for like an entire hour and a half. It's just him being an out-of-shape fucking dweeb getting shit on by everyone who's actively playing this game. Just like it
Finally.
would be in real life. Kirito is a piece of shit.
It sounds like people just want to relate to it.
Which was fine, and that part worked. That part
That was my favorite
fantastic.
part, was when Kirito was a piece of shit.
because it meant that it gave Kirito something to do, like a relatable value. It made it so he was like had actual fucking character development of like, man, maybe you guys should be more careful considering the situation. And then he just fucking in the span of a day watches some fucking video tutorials on YouTube from his sister on how to do kendo and becomes a swordsman again. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
He never stopped being a swordsman.
It's fucking... Ugh.
Whether you... again, that's another thing that you just kind of, like... You spend 3 years doing it, and then he's been playing that stupid fairy game.
Yeah, but he does it in real life!
But he knows all he needs to do is build up his stamina and his physical strength, and then all the... Yeah, well, you know, he wasn't that out of shape. I think people were just bullying him to bully him.
Yeah, okay.
And he didn't look fat. Did he look fat to you?
No, it's not about being fat.
I'm out of shape. Yeah, I know how.
Skinny and out of shape, and it takes way longer than a day to get your stamina up to not only be able to go on a cross-country fucking trek across the fucking entirety of Japan to beat as many bosses as possible to get to the top 10 rank, because apparently that made sense because you had to fight him at a certain rank, which it would have made sense if Yuna turned around and said, the reason why you have to do it is because you're an out-of-shape asshole and you probably shouldn't fight someone like that when you're out of shape, when he can do sick fucking kick flips off of walls. Also, AJ had the ability to do sick parkour kickflips at Mach speed.
Yeah, he had a magic thing. He was a magic.
Did what? What did it do?
It made him good, not bad.
How?
It was a good. He did it. He just put the gem in, and it made him a magic fast man that goes fast.
Gem systems ruin video games, I fucking swear to God. Oh.
It did, that's why Kirito ripped the gem out, because he's like, well, this will not be like Cross Tekken. I will save this movie. And he did, he saved the whole movie.
Kirito is God, why is he God? Because Kayama thinks that he's got the biggest dick in all of Japan and everyone believes it.
He did have the biggest dick in Sword Art, though, that's the thing.
But that's the shittiest part, is that it spent so long in the first half humanizing Kirito and giving him an actual fucking problem, and he had things to worry about, and he wasn't just god-modding everything. And then right at the end, they just fucking show up and Yui goes,
that part
your
was...
shit beat in. I'm gonna somehow rewrite the programming because apparently every world seed interacts with one another, and this is just another part. Also, the full dive technology works in tandem. Which, another thing, I know Yuna was protecting against one boss monster. So what the fuck happened to the several other 100 boss monsters running around the fucking arena? They just left them alone? When you're in full dive, it just means you're out of the fucking augmented reality? What would have happened to their bodies if they had gotten fucking murdered while just sitting there? What does it do then, Max? What's the fancy explanation for that one, dickhead?
Yeah, they were busy.
Ah!
It's player etiquette, man.
Well,
So
I
why
thought the
did
movie
you-
was alright.
No, you didn't see it. Shut up.
I still thought the movie was alright.
Yeah, all things considered, the movie was fun.
It's again, it's a turn your brain off thing. Yeah, of course there's a ton of fucking issues.
There's a ton of issues, and they totally need to be talked about. Because
I will talk about them
sense.
in my week-long Sword Art series coming soon.
Bringing it up, just doing it, chilling as hard as humanly possible.
Just chill it.
But because it really is. What I turned to Max halfway through the movie, an hour passed, and I said, Max, it's been an hour and nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing has happened. One thing may have happened, and they didn't even talk about it.
They could have cut a good, like, 45 minutes out of this movie.
They really could have, because it has the same exact fucking problem that Hollow Realization was having, wherein like, huh, that's weird. Whatever, time to play a video game, and it's just them. It played like an episode of the anime that went on too long. It was a movie that had filler content for about an hour. And it wasn't put there to explain the fucking rules of the game. It wasn't put there to do anything. It was, look at all the sick hype animation about to go on. And it's like, oh, it's some sick hype animation. And it was great because Kirito's not even doing half the shit. He's not even in half the movie. Half the time he's just eating pasta. He's just sitting there making pasta.
He does eat pasta more than he fights in this fucking movie.
And he like... to the point where any of the actual important narrative expositional elements are relegated to him being at the event already, and then like 2 seconds of him talking to a doctor going, that shit's fucked, I don't know about you, it's just fucking crazy, man.
It was a fun movie.
To be fair, for I know, SAOs, all the games based off the code original SAO game. Yeah, no, they are. It's the World Seed thing. It's like Minecraft. They all kind of have some,
I don't know
some
about
World Seed element.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know about it either. I didn't know it was possible.
It's like Sword Art Online is the Mugen engine, and then everything else is just a Mugen game.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, because why the fuck is Sword Art even on the server still?
That
what is the mainline server they keep adding to?
Sword Art the fuck off the server. That main SAO server should be fucking shut down forever. Like, Kirito already has it. It's already, like, on the internet, on, like, a Dropbox. But, like, that main server should be shut the fuck down, because that's dangerous.
Homie put the fucking World Seed on Rapigator, and some team from America picked it up and said, sick, time to make a shooter. Like, fucking...
it's another wall of text. You know what happened to Kingdom Hearts 2. We played it on the channel. It's fine.
You can find it in the collections.
You can.
Right.
Oh, man, I just... It's one of those, like... All of the problems could probably be solved if you just stop adding it to the same server. They don't even explain that. They go, it's got the same code, which I'm like, okay, sure. That makes sense. If you pull something like Yui out through an external hard drive, it would make sense that you can replicate the same sort of algorithms that get her to move into the server of factory game. Hell, I'll even give her the ability to move between games because you're just replicating the same fucking data sequence over and over again in each and every one of them. But no, instead of there being copies of Yui, it's the same fucking Yui operating off of the same base server. Which doesn't make any fucking sense, because that would mean that the whole crux of the game...
There is a reason for that.
Oh my god!
It is the same Yui across all of them. I just went...
What is the reason?
The reason being is that with the World Seed, every single game that is produced by that, all of your data can be freely transferred between games. But you can only exist in one game at a time. So think of it, it's not that ALO is a game, ALO is a server on the Seed. There is only one ALO server in the big, so like, you know how you got the different realms in Final Fantasy XIV? Imagine every one of those realms is a different game. It's all running on the SAO engine.
Okay, so it's all on the same baseline server. So if they shut it down, that's it? So the World Seed is not...
No. No, because each individual server is being hosted in a different... Like, that big SAO computer, I don't know where he pulled that shit out of, because that's not supposed to exist. That was for the original SAO. I think it all runs off of, like, Kirito's laptop, I think, is what the current games run off of. Is Lenovo.
So in GGO, he can just be Kirito from SAO? He just has to exist in GGO?
No, he moves not from SAO, from ALO, after it's been recreated with the Seed. He can move from ALO to GGO, but he can't, like... He can't jump back and forth, like, all the time. Because...
Okay, I was gonna say, because bullshit, that's what happened in Ordinal Scale. In fact, she had a fucking item that just said, here's all your save data, beat their ass in.
That save data is from the end of the original SAO.
So is it real SAO?
No.
So are they back in SAO?
No.
So what the fuck? That's not how that works.
Oh,
That's not
because you
works.
saw that the big Aincrad they're in is not the real one. It's in like this like lake. It's just a smaller Aincrad, and then they fight the 100 boss.
That's not how servers work. You can't just program shit in. You can.
Reki Kawahara doesn't know how servers work. He doesn't know how anything works.
That's not an answer.
It is not in universe. That's the answer. It's not real, Phil. It's not a real.
I don't care.
Phil, I don't know what you want me to
Clearly care.
Oh, you.
I just want you to tell me something that makes sense.
Phil,
I want you to tell me why Reki Kawahara has made so much money. I just don't understand.
Your suspension of disbelief is in the wrong place. You're supposed to suspend your disbelief about all the technical side of things.
But when they were it would be fine if they didn't fucking make a crux of the drama about the technical side of things.
Because he thinks he has to explain it because he's a hack writer, Phil. I didn't say it was good. That part is very bad.
It's the whole fucking series,
It's
though.
not the whole series, I promise.
But the crux of the fucking series is the technical issue of not being able to do a thing that should definitely be possible.
What, like being able to log out? You can shut that off.
Yeah, fucking.
You know why they can't log out, right? Like the actual technical reason why they can't log out? Or why the
Please
thing
tell me.
kills you?
He just deleted the button? No, well, the thing kills you because it microwaves your fucking brain,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It's just like they said in the thing, it's like, in order to do a giant scan of your brain. See, that is the most logical, fucking makes sense thing that probably he's put way more thought into. Because it's just the way that, like if you, think of it like a CAT scan. You don't want to fucking do a CAT scan at full fucking power because it'll fuck your shit up real hard. It's just not, because it's radiation and it'll fucking microwave your head. When you go into a fucking giant MRI machine, you're going into basically what is could technically be a fucking microwave if put at a high enough power capacity. So it's like, that's why they have you wear certain things depending on how much X-rays you get. And shit. Well, that's radiation. Regardless, X-rays, radiation. Regardless, fuck off. There's more sense in that, in the idea of death, than there is in anything else.
That's because the threat of death doesn't exist in anything else. It wasn't supposed to go this far, Phil. It was just supposed to be one thing.
Oh god. Two grown-ass men break down over shitty anime.
It's a better book!
I don't believe that for a fucking second. That's why I am vehemently disagreeing with you, and why I'm like,
Oh, you read the book?
Yes!
no, but
All of them.
he read.
No, I mean Phil.
Phil, yeah, no, Phil.
But if he's giving me an explanation, and I'm sitting there like, that doesn't make any sense. Like the whole death thing. Okay, I get that. I can suspend my disbelief because that has some kind of thought behind it, and I don't need to read the fucking book to be told a thing that's stupid, Austin. It's not fucking fair.
I'll read the book then. What? Fucking sue me, alright?
Oh my god.
Look, I'm just an apologist. I'm not... I'm not like an advocate. I don't make people watch. Okay, well this time I did, but...
Yes, you did!
Yeah, but I also paid for your ticket, so it wasn't like I didn't force you to.
No, you didn't. And I did it because you're my friend.
And you thought it was fine still!
I mean, as a movie, yeah. As a movie, it's completely
It's fine until you start nitpicking. At a certain... It's like...
It's not, well, that's the thing, it's not nitpicking.
I know.
It's just, like, narratively, everything doesn't make any, like, all the good that it does narrative-wise, I shut up through half the movie because I'm like, this might be going somewhere. This might actually do something. In fact, like, a lot of people I've been reading, because before I joined, I was reading some reviews, and I'm like, it feels like they were setting up for some, like, series-turning bullshit, and they just dropped it. They just dropped the ball super hard on everything.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things.
But they
where it's like,
can't do series-changing bullshit, that's the problem.
Oh my god.
So expecting that is just setting yourself up for like...
But as someone who didn't know it was going to go down, as someone who didn't fucking read the light novels, I was like, I wonder, because even the thing that you explained could have been done so in a way where I was like, huh, this could have some actual genuine consequences that don't make me fucking go, just suspend your disbelief, it'll all be okay. It's like, yeah, we talk shit about JoJo being fucking crazy, but you know what JoJo has? Explanations! All the time!
None of them make sense.
No, they don't. But at least in that universe, you can suspend your disbelief, because what else are you gonna do?
Oh, we've completely gone over this image Boo Radley posted. Here, I'll put it in our Discord.
Oh, I want to see it. Tell Isis the Monica. God damn it. Oh, the idea of that penguin being the only fucking force against ISIS we have is my favorite idea.
Well, he is.
He kind of is, though.
Yeah.
Your soul is water and Duel, have fun.
I'm underwater right now. But I'm walking.
And you're not singing?
Nope, I'm not singing.
See, Final, that's the thing, is that, like, I get it when people say read the manga, read the book to understand more, because you can't necessarily go over every narrative element and explain everything, because then you would have a series that lasts far longer than it's, you know, normally should, and then you run into an issue like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, where it's just a lot of talking. It's just a lot of talking, and you feel like it has some sort of narrative fucking, like,
what the
like,
fuck
good
is the
things happening.
purpose of whatever?
What are you doing? What is that?
Riding a stingray and nothing's happening.
You know, tell that nigga Steve Irwin still got shooters, man. Right now.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Dragon Ball Z right now. Yeah, well, this is the thing, is that, like, the problem is that Dragon Ball Z creates its own science, and when you try to fucking ground it in reality is when I have an issue, because it's like, I get it, I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief on a lot of things, and I tried my goddamnedest on a lot for Sword Art. I enjoyed a majority of Sword Art for a good amount of time in the first arc, and then a lot of its narrative flaws kept just, like, they build too much over a certain amount of time, where it's like they just, these half-ass explanations, which really are only there to just basically tick up, like, it's a future box. Tick a mark off the future box. As long as you have that there, you don't have to explain it later. But, you know, it doesn't. It's just really...
I don't know. I think whether or not the concept works directly affects how much bullshit you're willing to take. I thought the concept was enough to power me through it, and I guess it was, but at the same time, there is fucking a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems. It's just... It's just, are you going to, like... It's, for some people, it has to be a shut your brain off and not think about anything. Like, if that concept doesn't work for you, then that's sort of what you gotta do if you want to watch it.
Because at least in the dot hack, the crazy spooky science that happens in that one, there's like a supernatural element to it too. So it's like the suspension of disbelief is far easier.
Oh, well, with Sword Art, it's ghosts.
Hey, who in chat's played Phoenix Wright? Let me know how this looks to you guys.
Cool. Let me see. Your boy Vet. Looks good.
Thank you.
No, it's just the shadow there. It's supposed to be, what's it?
Apollo.
Apollo, yeah.
Yep. It was a really easy recolor. I don't think anyone has done it yet.
Yeah, it's weird. You'd have thought. Oh, well, because, never mind, it's you're modding it. I forgot it came out on the PC the other day.
Yeah.
just need to have
Very accessible.
a night of the week where Phil comes on and just rants about everything. No, because everyone just makes fun of me afterwards. Fuck you.
You did it anyways.
Yeah, but fuck you, Austin. See, when this is the thing, when I come on here and I talk to Max, it gets me upset because it's always about Sword Art. But when I come and talk to Austin streams, me always have a good time because Austin plays fun games and he's, you know,
It's a combination of
Phil
me.
to watch bad movies.
So it's a combination of me playing a bad game and talking too much about Sword Art. That's what ruins the Thursday streams.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sora replacing Ryu, now that one's a lot of work.
Still,
That's gonna be a lot of work.
Think in terms of color schemes, replacing color schemes.
When you streamed, well, Frank, I've been streaming a lot lately. I just haven't streamed this week because I've been so busy. It's been a busy week, but you just don't show up. I've finished games too. For Frank, you've been out of the loop, man. The other problem is a lot of the games that I have been playing, a lot of people don't want to get spoiled on, so I just haven't been streaming single player games. So, but you know. Also, technically, I freed me and Max of our chains, so you be quiet.
yeah.
By the way, that is easily the most terrifying fucking experience ever in the ocean. It's just wildly flipping back and forth. That happened to me once. It is the fucking worst.
It doesn't seem great.
It's not great. Sora's handling it like a fucking champ.
Well, he's kind of used to it at this point.
Yeah.
Like, water fucks him up all the time.
When Shu's sword was actually a false sword in Overwatch. I don't remember that. Boy spell Ico. Oh man. You know, it's like I was telling your friend, who I feel really bad that I was like making fun of
He
Sword Art.
doesn't super like Sword Art either.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. No, I asked him, like, it's like, we probably shouldn't even see each other if you, like, really like Sword Art.
Yeah. But it's like, when I sat there in the theater and I realized there were so many people, like, it's like the thing where I could be really shitty about Pokemon Go and just remark on all the terrible fucking problems it has as a video game. But when you see what it does for people, it's like really hard to be upset about it. The only fucking difference is that Pokemon Go's thing is
It's a
infectious
real
and it's
augmented
fun.
reality game.
And it works better than Sword Art. It has rules.
It's the future. You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I think that's your problem. You're living in the past.
Oh my god. Listen, I want to get caught in the database as much as you do, but I really, I'm honestly, it's a shame because it's not it's actually a better anime because it's explained better. But yeah, hey guys, go watch Log Horizon instead. Sorry.
Go watch Excel World, guys. Come on.
No, don't fucking do that.
Watch Mr. Sword Art try to write a show about fighting games. That's the. Oh god.
Oh boy. Let's talk about good anime. Golden Boy's great. I finally watched Golden Boy again after so long.
Yeah, let's talk about good anime. Blue Exorcist.
Oh no. What's
Blue...
up, gamers?
No, I will not. I probably won't even watch the JoJo live action movie.
Oh man, you're boycotting.
I'm boycotting it, yeah.
I think it looks fine.
You haven't seen Stans yet!
No, Stans probably look like shit, but the actors look fine.
But the show is mostly Stan. Like, you can watch a live action Death Note because Ryuk's only in there for like a little bit. But Stans are that whole show. It's like, what if the Transformers look shitty? Then what the fuck is your movie?
They do look shitty.
I know! That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, Sadistic, are you still here? I'm sorry, I know you asked me a question about Nier's true ending, and all I'm gonna say is play it.
You should play Nier.
For anyone who's trying to figure out how to get the true ending in Nier, just play the game. You will get it. Don't worry about it. It's not. It doesn't require a percentage to get.
Hey, let's use that stupid comet move. Where Sora just...
I want people so badly on the Go to Bed cast to play Nier, because I want to do a spoiler cast on why it's got literally the best ending in video games of all time.
Well, I'm almost done with it, so...
What route are you on?
Oh, did I say I'm almost done with it? I meant I started it.
There you go.
That's what I meant to say.
There you go. Decide between Nier and Persona 5. Well, yeah, so just
Persona 5.
depending on whatever route you're on, if you're on route B, C, or D, just finish the routes. And if you get to route C and D and you finish one route there, reload to it. There is a certain point that you will definitely know it is the most like, hey, this is the choose your ending point. Get to that point and play it again, and you will have a way to do so.
I'm surfing on Monstro.
Sick! This is the gameplay I wanted to see. Wasting too much time in FF15. I'm wasting too much time if I need to fill rent for another hour of life. Oh boy. Well, get me mad about something, and I got you. I got you definitely. Persona between Persona 5 and Nier, I would probably go with honestly Persona 5. I love Nier so much, and I feel like it's an experience that people, as honestly gamers, should definitely play it. Anyone who even remotely enjoys Japanese video games should pick up Nier. I know it sounds really sensationalist, and it absolutely is, but it does have one of my favorite endings in video games of all time, and it is one of those like just blow you away kind of endings.
Got one of his favorite voice actresses in it too.
Yeah, by the way, if you didn't know this, Rina-chan is fucking 2B, guys. It was confirmed when I saw the credits and saw Kira Buckland. I was like, ah, shit.
Well, how'd she sound?
She sounded fine. She did a good job. 9S's voice actor, there's a point in route C and D that he is the goddamn best voice actor I've heard in a very long time.
So not Yuri Lowenthal then?
No, it is. Oh man, it is a fucking just heart-wrenching fucking experience. Oh, it's so good.
Eat the mackerel. That's the true ending. You'll get to a point where you get to eat mackerel. Eat the mackerel. That's how you get the real ending. That's how they wanted it to end.
Do side quest affect endings? No, they do not.
Except for the mackerel. Definitely eat it.
Sonic Mega was like 3 characters in Breath of the Wild.
He's fucking Kirito.
And we're back.
He is, yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, well, let's go back to something good. He's 3 characters in Breath of the Wild.
I really, 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 after seeing you play it, just fucking upset that I'm not gonna get a Switch
ever.
Well, not ever, but like
there's never gonna be another reprint.
I can pick one up right now, and it's just one of those like I'm really trying to be better with my money situations.
That would suck if they didn't do that for like Nintendo's second best-selling console so far.
Yeah, that would be really.
Really, it did that well.
Printing it.
It did really well. Like all things considered, it did super good. That's the thing is that
and
like
it can't sell better because the Wii. So if you don't count the Wii.
So it's second to the Wii.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, fuck.
Just get a Wii U. No, if I'm gonna get a system, I might as well get the new system so I can play.
And in most other countries that aren't the United States, it is the Switch that sold more than the Wii. And in some countries, it's the Switch over every other console.
Someone actually sat there and had a problem with that idea. It's like, why the fuck would you buy it on the Wii U? It's like, well, some of us don't have fucking $300 fucking dollars that we can just throw down.
No, you experience that game any way you can. Doesn't matter what console you play it on.
It looks like it's worth it. It looks like it's totally worth people's time. Like, I was shocked because you know what? Watching you play that and looking around and seeing all the stuff that you can do, I went back and I was like, what is Horizon like? Man, Horizon is so fucking derivative.
You need to
like
see
every
Donkey's
other
video on what he did in Breath of the Wild.
I did it. Look, it's got
Yeah.
it's got like fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 levels of freedom.
That's
when it comes
exactly
to
how he
the,
played it.
My
And I was like,
problem.
that is so cool. You can't do that in Horizon, man. Horizon puts you down one fucking giant linear path and fakes that you have choice. Whereas, like, in fucking Zelda, dude, you can just beat the boss. Just fucking don't be bad.
My
Just beat the end-game boss.
the more I've seen of Breath of the Wild has actually done the opposite, where it just does not look like the game for me, because that is too much like open space. Like, I'm the type where it's like, if you pump your world with like too much stuff to do, it's like I don't know where to start. Because I don't want to miss anything. It just becomes really overwhelming. I'd rather have like
Do you care about collectibles?
If
Because there's over 900 Korok seeds you gotta find.
they
see
have a like tangible reward beyond
Inventory
like,
space.
ugh.
That's pretty bad.
I'm out. I'm out.
that's
Fuck Zelda.
bad, yeah.
Don't give a shit about that game.
Yeah, that's not a smart design decision at all. But just like a lot of people.
I mean, you start with enough.
No, I'm sure you
easily.
do. I'm sure you do. But it's just the idea that it's 900 collectibles in an open world game that big. It's like, man, fuck off. Like I have to start.
Well, what do you think I meant when I said inventory space? And the Korok seeds.
Oh, like I thought you meant like it. Does it add inventory space?
Like
That's what I thought
you can trade one Korok seed for an upgrade to inventory space.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. And if the game didn't feel like you need to do that, which I'm assuming it doesn't, then I'm fine with it. But it's just like 900 collect. I'm sure if you get 100, you're fine.
Yeah, if you get it like 50, you're fine. No, if you get 5, you're fine.
Okay, that's
I've
fine.
gotten like 10 total, and I've, you know. The thing is, though, I think it counts all those Korok seeds in your overall percentage because I found the percentage. I'm like 14% done with the game.
I saw that,
And
I
I've
was
beaten-
like,
and I've
oh
beaten-
boy.
And I've beaten the main story and a lot of shrines. And I'm
Yeah.
only
See, no,
14% in.
I can't do that. That's
Yeah,
That's a
that's
little
because of
much.
the Korok seeds. I have to assume.
And that's completely fine, but I think that, like, as far as the wealth of options you have, the amount of content that is readily available and isn't forced on you, see, that's the difference between, like, a good open world game and one that is just doing what everyone else is doing and hoping to get the fucking crown.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's-
really like just a
It's-
break from the Zelda comfort zone.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's an optional fucking thing and you don't have to do it. And it's not like you're missing anything. The only thing you're missing is the experience of doing that. It's not something you feel the need to do. It's not something you feel because there's nothing else to do in the game. Like, there's a genuine, like, additional purpose to it existing on the map.
Yeah.
Which is
and
fine.
I'm enjoying this cool shit where I'm picking up where other shrines are from friends. And we're telling each other where there are shrines.
Yeah, and that's great. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
See, for me, Nier so
gets
far,
to
Nier
share all
has
different
been the
experiences.
optimal, like, open world. There's stuff you can do, there's stuff you can look around in, but, like, it's still a very, like, straightforward
open world?
experience.
Nier is pretty open world.
Yeah,
it's
it's an RPG. It is. I didn't
Right.
believe you. It is an RPG.
Yeah, it is an RPG through and through. Like, you get in there and you get past the first section, and you realize that first section, the demo section, is actually a part of the open world, and all those places are readily available to you for the most part. And then some places just have doors that are
Story doors.
shut. Story doors, yeah. But like, it's all one giant interconnected world. Nowhere near as big as like Breath of the Wild or anything like this stuff, but I would consider it kind of like Bloodborne levels, where everything is really well put together in terms of connection and stuff like that. And there's a lot of different looking areas that are super cool.
Yeah. Even
So-
just the starting area is really cool. The city, forest, shit.
But like I said, like, if anyone, for Refrank, to keep on Refrank's thing, Refrank, I think as a game, both are super enjoyable. but it's something that's gonna give you a fuck ton of content and just gonna be something that doesn't have that looks like it doesn't have really bad design decisions, because one of the biggest problems with Nier is its side content. A lot of it is saved by the just fucking genuinely good writing, like really just top-notch fucking writing from a Square Enix game, like of all time. It is so good. But you're talking about fetch quest all over the fucking place.
Even main missions are very fetch questy.
Yeah, sometimes. It is. It has that same fucking problem every Japanese
Zarian,
game
were you
does
here
have.
before? He was. All right. Well, he's still running with this. I thought it was just to make film at. The Wii U and Switch versions are identical in graphics. 100% identical.
Well, he's entitled to have his opinion.
Which to me is...
That's not an opinion. Alright, so both versions look shitty.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
there
what
you
he's
go.
saying.
Okay.
That's
If
what he's
that's
saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
When he's saying it doesn't look enjoyable, and I can see that. I can see why some people might not like that. Because it's like... It's the same problem I was telling you about during the Watch Dogs stream. It's like, I play Zelda for the more traditionally, like, well-designed linear fucking dungeons, and it looks like they were able to do both. But some people, it just doesn't click. It's like, I get that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that both consoles themselves look bad. Oh, yeah, well... If you don't like a Nintendo console, you don't like a Nintendo console. This is not going to change, unfortunately.
The thing was, I wasn't a big fan of Zelda before, and now Zelda looks like it's become like a much bigger type of game that I also didn't really enjoy, which is the whole, you know, continuously getting new weapons. Everything's got, you know, durability. You know, it's not. You know what I want to say, and I don't want to actually say it, but I don't know. It's just I won't get it. But I'm happy everybody's enjoying it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Nier Automata is going to be actually the most financially successful Yoko Taro game ever. Because it's sitting at 90 on Metacritic. That's insane! That's crazy!
It's really good. The one problem is, it's got crazy pop-in issues. It's got crazy but you don't... I just said, you know what? That's Nier's eyes, just focusing. Not Nier, that's not her name. It's 2B's eyes just focusing on stuff, whatever.
Okay, hey, look, the first Nier had a 68. What did Drakengard have? Drakengard's Metacritic, 61! On Drakengard 3.
Drakengard games are not that great.
They're all, like, most of Yoko Taro's games are terrible. Nier Automata, 90! Fuck!
It's one of the top-rated PS4 games right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is the top-rated and in some areas top-downloaded PS4 game. I think it's killing it in terms of sales for Japan right now.
It's great.
That's super good news.
I hope it does good here. I hope people actually buy it.
The other thing is that it actually has like the stuff that I was hearing about the development is so fucking cool, because it was like Yoko Taro wanted to do something, but Square Enix was being super like hesitant about it, because obviously like all of his games just aren't they don't perform well at all, and they gave him the thing. They said, we're gonna make this for you if it sells. That's it. If it doesn't sell, you're done. You need to make it a good game, and we think we got some.
They gave him
ideas.
the Final Fantasy.
They gave him the Final Fantasy, and he turned to, I guess he met someone from Platinum, and a lot of Platinum people said, yo, your game's actually really fucking cool. We would love to be associated with it. So apparently Nier Automata is just one giant passion project, which is, it really shows through, and that's why, like, oh man, like, ending
also,
is so good.
I don't know if later on you need to have played the first Nier, but as of right now, I went back and I, like, familiarized myself with everything, and it doesn't seem like you need to have played the first game.
As someone who has a passing, like, knowledge of it, do yourself a favor and watch something on the story.
Super Bunny Hop did a whole video, and it's just all of the major plot points.
Clem's, yeah, that too. Clem's is also doing something that's a little bit more extensive. He's got some good videos. Honestly, just get yourself kind of remotely involved. There's some revelations that would hit harder if you knew what was going on.
I already have a few things I think that are gonna happen, but I...
The first Nier is terrible. It's not great.
Oh, don't play the first Nier at all. Just watch it. Watch a Let's Play.
The story is fantastic. It's like
Hey
the
Max,
best.
how do you taunt in Marvel?
Select.
Thank you.
You know,
Need to get some screenshots.
I feel the same way about it that Max does. Well, the way I say it is, depending. If you're feeling what I'm feeling right now, which is the reason why I was so hesitant on Breath of the Wild, which is open world fatigue, then by all means, wait it out. Wait until you can get like your hands on it at like a sale price or something that you don't feel is going to be as big of a fucking investment, because it's going to obviously ask a lot of your time. You know, you don't have to buy the game immediately. You just don't.
No, I think item durability like can sound unpleasant, but it works. Because their whole goal with it is to make you use different weapons and not stick to one.
But see, my problem is I already do that naturally, so weapon durability for me, I would rather get, like, this is a sword with story behind it, and, like, did I say story?
There is one. The whole game's about one.
No, but I want multiple. Like you know, like when you get items in a dungeon, you get the boomerang, you know, you get that sort of stuff. That's how I would like the weapons to be. I'm fine with having one axe and one polearm and one sword.
Well, then they really couldn't do a open world game like that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But see, I didn't really like the format of the original Zeldas, but I prefer it to, like, we finished a whole world. Jesus Christ.
Not getting a Switch for a year. Good idea.
Good idea. Great idea.
Wait for SMT4. 5.
5.
Wait
Better
till it's
be.
got a lot of games you want.
I will start playing SMT4 as soon as I'm done with Fire Emblem.
You know what the thing is about SMT that I hope that they actually, like, they switch, which looks like they're getting away from that problem in Persona 5, which is super cool, is the RNG behind capturing monsters is really bad.
Oh.
It feels like you're not, instead of learning, I thought it was all about learning what kind of monster it is, but really the responses you give are all completely dependent on RNG, and that's a big fucking issue.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, SMT has that problem throughout the entire series, which is why I was like excited for the negotiation system in Persona 5, but also kind of like meh about it. But it also feels like they did a really good job, because instead of sitting there and giving you an RNG option, it's just literally giving you several different options of what you want to do.
I just like that we're not fighting shadows anymore, because like shadows were fine, but fighting actual demons and then recruiting them, that's my favorite part about that whole series, is like, yeah, we're fighting now, but I'm pretty strong, so you should like be my friend. And then they're your friend.
Yeah.
Switch screamed at me. No, not yet. No death has occurred inside of it.
The only thing I'm upset about with Persona 5, main character has probably the coolest starting persona that has ever existed, and you'll be getting rid of it immediately.
Well, I mean, if it's like any other Persona game, he's gonna have an ultimate mega fuck form.
Yeah, but there's a 200-hour like space between that.
Yeah, well.
I completed all the worlds. Did it want me to come back to Traverse Town? I can't focus on this fucking game.
Why would
No,
you?
the screen. I was gonna say, like, most of the Switch issues are like, you know, the failure rate for technology is less than 2%. The dock issue, though, I don't know how that's happening, but no, it hasn't happened to me yet.
Traverse Town? Why am I back?
If you guys don't know about the dock issue, there's
Joshua.
with people that just dock the Switch, the dock itself scratches the console, like deep scratches.
That seems like something they should have.
Sora get here?
Like that, it should
But
have.
I don't understand, like, when under what situations it happens.
I just think they should have maybe just put like a layer of rubber or like foam.
There is rubber, but the rubber isn't against the screen; it's against the back of it.
Oh well, it should be against the screen.
I mean, I guess so. I bought a little special felt. Our boy Fred, who used to work at Screen Wave, he has specific felts that you can put in there.
The others?
It just feels
made
like
to prevent it from going against the screen.
That's right. They all found their game partners.
Yeah, if you pad the thing with felt, the Switch isn't gonna move because there's more pressure on it.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
But those scratches, like these should be like, it's a tablet screen. It should be scratch proof like all tablets are.
Well, that's the thing. Is that like I was talking to one of my friends about this, and we were saying like we want Nintendo to win again, but it always feels like their overall build quality and like their quality control is just wildly different and out like all over the place when it comes to Nintendo consoles. Like it really just feels like you're playing a fucking genetic lottery every time you pick up a new console from them. Even later on in the console's lifespan, like in terms of just overall build quality, it might not be the best.
And it's become more of that lately.
I still think it's dumb. The measures I had to go to get my Wii U fixed, it was just a cracked screen. The touchpad worked, it was just a cracked screen. They couldn't help me. I had to reach out to a Russian dude out in like Texas, and I had to send my Wii U to him. He's like, yo, if something happens, it's not my fault. And I'm like, alright, what else could you possibly do to it? Luckily, he fixed it, but...
You didn't have to fucking call him out on his bluff. But, you know. Shit, Samurai Jack returns on Saturday and I won't be able to watch it because I don't have TV.
Well, yeah, if you drop technology, it's gonna...
Never mind.
Alright, that's not an excuse. You can drop the GameCube all you want, it's not gonna break.
You can throw the GameCube, you can fight with the GameCube.
You could do whatever you want to the GameCube and it wasn't gonna break.
That for all their similarities, these are two distinct worlds.
Distinct worlds?
Yes, but this is all conjecture. It's like the same world imagined by two people. What does that tell you? That we're in...
A dream.
Yes. Bravo again, Riku. In case none of this may matter one bit to me or my friends.
Are you looking at the story?
There's nothing happening. It's like maybe
there was something Rave brought up with how like you know how the Joy-Cons have a ridiculously short range.
No, but sure.
They have a ridiculously short range.
From like
one of them doesn't even have a fucking antenna in it. I think I saw something where one of them, a guy opened a Joy-Con up. It was the left Joy-Con specifically. Open it up, put a fucking...
No, that's the IR sensor. The right one has the IR sensor.
Yeah.
They both have Bluetooth in them.
Well.
I've seen a lot of people crack open the Switch and not know what they're talking about.
Ah, okay, well.
But, anyways, it's a very long, or no, it's not a very long distance. And, hold on, I'm recording something.
Just take another shape and make your game console out of it.
No.
And in Japanese homes, you don't play very far away from your screen.
Because you're most likely laying on your screen. Because it's all you got.
Rooms aren't big and they're not, long distance or like as big of living rooms as we have. Basically, you know, it's a Japanese product. And that's never been a problem before. Remember how it was a thing on the Famicom? The Famicom's cord is ridiculously short.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the Famicom, we got the NES, which had a much longer cord. But you know, if we got the same Famicom, it wouldn't have had an adjusted length.
Maybe if they stopped all that fucking, they'd have more space for living rooms.
There's that problem. There's that same problem on that fucking the new NES, right? Like the emulator one, where it has like the shitty fucking cord length, and people are like, who would do this?
Is this connector also the same one they use for the nunchuck?
For the Wiimote, yeah.
It's just another fucking thing where it's like, yeah, sure, it's a Japanese product, but it just still feels like a lot of the decisions they make in terms of build quality don't make any fucking sense. It's like, what are you doing, man?
No, it's fine, because they're in it for the fun.
Because you know what? I've gone through one PS4.
It's a reason, not an excuse.
I had a... No, you're right.
No, but I hate when people use it as an excuse.
You know, we had the same exact conversation just earlier, Max, about something with us. It's like, I know it's a reason, but I hate when it's used as an excuse.
Yeah, whatever. It's different.
No, it's not!
Totally different. It's a different thing.
Oh
You don't
my
know
God.
what you're
So
talking
anyways,
about. Read the books.
so-
Yes, I want to bring my console to lunch, like on a handle though.
I want it to be part of the fucking aesthetic. That's all I want. Oh man. So I watched a really interesting video on Kingdom Hearts where this super popular speedrunner who always does it during AGQ and stuff like that, his name is Blitzer or something. And he was talking, it was just basically this hugely long video about like, I don't get why people love Birth by Sleep so much and call it the best game. It's actually not that good. It's actually kind of the worst game, and why I hate running it. And I never really thought about how important it is. But man, hit stun? The lack of hit stun is a huge problem in Kingdom Hearts now. It's not as big in
It's a huge fucking problem in this game.
It's apparently just as big of a problem in Birth by Sleep, and I don't remember it as such. But like going back and looking at it, I'm like, wow, that does not look like fun. What the hell was I doing? How was I having fun with this game? Because like also watching the 60 frames per second gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm like, that looks like a way more fun and enjoyable experience than what's going on the screen right now. Like this all just looks like Flash with no fucking substance behind it at all.
Yeah, that's what it doesn't actually feel like Flash either. Like,
Man.
I just want to go in a straight line faster than a walk. Damn it!
Yeah, these controls, like the controls feel really bad. And people are just, and the idea of the other excuse that people have where it's like, well, it used to be a 3DS game. It's like, it doesn't
I
mean
would have
it needs
hated
be
to
a bad
play this
game.
on the 3DS.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ.
So they made it better and it's still bad. That's not good.
The hardest part about KH is to enjoy the writing. I don't think you're supposed to, though. I think Tetsuya Nomura tries to make his stories way more... If Reki Kawahara can't figure out science, Tetsuya Nomura can't figure out what a fucking comma is, like, at all. Like, he just doesn't understand...
Structure
that you
is
should-
his,
Yeah, he just doesn't understand that you should probably just shut your characters up for half a second. They don't need to explain... If Reki Kawahara he explains only half the thing, Tetsuya Nomura's games are explaining every single step a person takes and why they're
Multiple
taking that
times.
step. Is your favorite control-wise? It's not about controls, though. It's like this game has the same problem that Birth by Sleep apparently has. I have to go back and play it again, but I saw from the footage he had, hit stop is a big fucking part of the strategy in Kingdom Hearts, because otherwise you can't pull off the cool combos, you can't do anything fun in that game, there's no strategy to it. It's just you mashing and mashing and mashing and hoping for the best, which Dream Drop Distance totally is. It's very mash heavy, and it's very style.
For those of you who don't
substance, and
believe
even-
me, the controller is now moving beneath the microphone for this next fight.
But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like there was no nuance to it, and Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely has that, where it has a lot going for it. It feels like a much better game, which is the same thing I can say for the prologue thing that came with this game, because it introduces the concept of hit stun again. I don't know why mainline games are all about having hit stun and then fucking...
Because they can't
Side
replicate hit stun on a handheld, silly.
That's how it works, yeah. So...
Ugh. So, like, this is just, like, a little side visit. I'm not gonna have to do Traverse Town again with Sora, right?
No, you probably are.
This is like a little one-off thing. Like, I get the idea.
No. you
Sure.
probably- yeah,
Maybe.
I think so. Also, this command system thing, like the command deck thing, like going back and I must have been fucking crazy.
Yeah, because
the command deck system-
you were pushing the command system hard, and I'm like, I don't know if you really remember it the way
I that's what I'm thinking, because when I played it on Dream Drop Distance, I'm like, this is fucking dumb. Like, why don't I just have the moves on hand? Why aren't the moves just with me all the time, like they are in Kingdom Hearts 2, where it's like the command menu just maybe 1 or 2 clicks, has some shortcuts for magic. Okay, good. Here it's just like, which is why I feel like I'm gonna go back and play Birth by Sleep and just go, this is not great.
This is a bad game.
This is a bad game.
Again, the last time I played Birth by Sleep, I thought I had a bad time because I was playing Aqua. But no, the hit stun is probably a huge part of why I didn't have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could, yeah.
And the time before it, I was playing on PSP, so just the fact that I was playing a, like, quote-unquote real Kingdom Hearts game on a handheld was, like, enough to push me through it.
Because look right now, so you're seeing this battle, and I'm seeing very, very little amounts of hit stun, and the only ways he's getting hit stun is he's got to get a combo ender, or he's got to use a command deck move. And he's getting his ass whooped because he has to cycle through the fucking command deck, get the move he wants to do, and they have to do a bunch of cheap-ass bullshit.
Which is great for healing, by the way, is having to cycle through a command.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Why did they not fucking add the shortcut menu for that?
Do I have a shortcut menu? No.
I think
no,
you might.
I do not. Oh, yeah, but no, they have tons of ways to hit stun me. In fact, they can paralyze me, freeze me, float me. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Ah! Oh my god, there was a horrible flash. I think it's gonna come through on the screen, but I don't know.
See, that's the thing, is that, like, I agree with you, Double, but, like, it's already handled better in the prologue. There you go. It's already handled better in the prologue, where all you need to do is cast a couple of magic things through the shortcut menu, and you have a reaction command that allows you to switch into a better stance, which is the best implementation of that system. Whereas with the command deck system, you still have to kind of move it around, and it's not an issue of get good, it's an issue of this isn't fun. This is like, and it's really fucking evident in Dream Drop Distance. So if I go back and I play Birth by Sleep and it has the same problem, I'll probably be like, wow, I was fucking crazy. Like, this is weird.
Fucking drop.
It was probably the idea that I'm playing fucking Kingdom Hearts again that made me so happy about it. So
guess what? That's how I felt going into this one. It didn't work. So, good luck. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Max.
Yeah. Ryu's got the best voice. Not Ryu. Riku has the best voice lines. It's always, yep. Sorry.
Sorry.
Take this. Oh my god, why does the screen keep flashing?
It's not about...
Is this a game thing?
Double, that's the thing, though. It's like, you can keep saying that, but when it's already done better in the mainline games, it almost feels like busy work. And the last thing you want in your action RPG is to have a mechanic that makes it feel like busy work.
When I want to heal, I want to heal now. I don't want to... I know where my heal is. I know how to get to it. But if I have, like, a couple of frames to react, I don't want to have to worry about, like, am I going to miss it? Why is my stupid familiar blinding me?
This also isn't fucking Dark Souls. It's crazy over-the-top anime action that you have to back away from in order to find certain areas and set up for things in the command deck.
Oh my god, I have to switch off my fucking familiar.
He's blind. I'm watching it. He is literally blinding you. I don't understand what he's doing. Oh, now the camera's just shitting itself. But it's like, you go back and play Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like, all the moves you want to do are there. The only thing that's, like, different is, like, when it's, like, you have to pull it out for a drive form, and, like, that makes sense. It makes sense because it's, like a huge power output kind of thing. As opposed to just traditional combat.
Just keep getting blinded because he's actually pretty good.
You can't use EX post facto gameplay. What do you mean? I don't understand that. Flow motion is great. I don't know about that either, because flow motion makes me feel like I'm way more out of control
I
of my
think
character.
flow motion is one of the worst movement. I hate it. I have never had less fun moving around in a game. Do you know
Which
what's
is why I'm
do you
so hyped for it? But
guess what? Do you know what I think is superb motion in an action game? Nier! That dash that you can cancel at any time into any other direction is fantastic.
Will this 2B ride a shield?
She doesn't ride a comet either, so I guess I'm the dumb one. I guess I'm wrong.
And the best part about Nier 2 is that you can actually get upgrades to your movement speed.
Oh yeah.
So
I have my traversing the open world chipset, I have my combat chipset, and I have my boss fight chipset.
it's super cool. There's a lot. And just Nier just gives you a lot of options. Nier's fucking great. Nier's a fucking great game.
Also, having partners, again, that look exactly like the enemy is dumb. Especially
See,
when they
thing-
blind you. They're doing more damage to me than the enemy.
Flow motion as a concept is super cool. Being able to use the environment to fight against enemies is really fun. Being flung halfway across the map and the only way to keep motion going is to just keep mashing a button is not fun. Especially considering that if you, like, just show him, Max, just press flow motion once.
I'm in a cutscene, so I can't.
Well,
He's
when you
doing
get to the-
flips. I think he's gonna go fuck up Sora.
And it's just one of those things where it's like, man, this is a cool idea that I feel like a lot of people are just like wowed more by the spectacle of it than the actual use of it.
Don't worry.
And that it'll happen. Flow motion in combat is bad. Well, then why put it in combat? Why put the coolest thing and make it bad in the one thing you do in Kingdom Hearts?
Me?
It doesn't make sense. Oh, I forgot you can pet your robot in Nier.
You mean
Did you know that?
Can you tell me? I just want a second pod. I don't want a bunch of pods. I just need a second pod.
You do get more pods.
I know.
If
but
you have to look for them though.
I was wondering if you could like maybe point at a map for me.
Just go to the desert.
That's where they
It's-
are. In the big
that's-
open desert space?
In the big open desert space, there is a
Good.
dead pod you can revive.
Great.
Which I found completely on. The other thing with that though, that I was like, can you do the thing? And you totally can. You can set up 2 different pod programs on both of the different pods and use them in tandem with one another.
Good.
So you can use. So a lot of people are doing shit like, there's a pod program that does an AOE slow, which you can use on a group of enemies, then launch them into the air, do some sick combos, and then drop down, and then use a grapple hook pod program to get back up there.
Damn.
It does some stuff, man. It does some stuff. Well, I feel the combination for the main line of these could work out, which is what Kingdom Hearts 3 is looking like. The thing about Kingdom Hearts... See, here's what you gotta do. I gotta show you this video. I'm gonna show you this video. And you're gonna watch it. It's gonna be your Birth by Sleep. Blue. Combat is bad, I guess. I don't know what the fucking... Where's this guy?
I also love how you do these like drop points. You spend them on bonuses, right? I just spent a ton to power up Riku because I just got him. And then I play a stage for maybe like 10, 20 minutes. And then now I have to switch back to Sora, but I just spent 200 drop points. And I can't progress unless I'm Sora. So now I'm fucked.
He didn't put it on his main channel. Where the fuck did he put it?
Huh? I'm back in Traverse Town.
Why, hello down
I gotta find this video for you. When I do, you gotta watch it.
I will probably also.
But basically, that video basically turns around and takes what you said. I was talking about the basic combat with the mash the X button, and basically shits on that argument super hard. And because that's what I thought too. But you know what it is? Kingdom Hearts 2 has the same problem that every other character action game totally has. They don't explain the cool things you can do. And it's more, and they always say like it's very combat heavy and does, whereas Kingdom Hearts 1 was very much a an adventure game, because a lot of the reason behind it was they wanted to create something like Super Mario World 64. So there's a lot more platforming, there's a lot more adventure game elements in Kingdom Hearts 1, where Kingdom Hearts 2 is more combat-centric, because that's the direction Tetsuya Nomura wanted to take it serious, because he really liked the idea of flashy combat
Also,
after working on Advent Children.
Fuck, I liked reaction commands, so fuck everybody who complained. I thought they were fine. You knew when you hit triangle you were gonna do some cool shit. That's it. It was good. It felt good.
You got a point there.
I'd rather have reaction commands than flow motion.
I was trying my hardest to report these fucking people, and it just, every time I tried to do it, Facebook was like, here's what you can do, instead of letting me fucking report them. Facebook makes it so fucking hard to report these people, it's insane. I think they deleted his comment.
The Facebook post?
Yeah, because once again somebody stole Lyle's content.
Well,
again.
you saw what he said on YouTube, or on Twitter anyways.
What'd he say?
I mean, he hasn't cared for a while now about this.
Yeah, but he specifically said in the Discord that he has that he wants people to on this one specifically to not, or to go after it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's...
Yeah, no, I know we talked about it.
Yeah. Recent.
I appreciate you saying that with conviction, even though you have no idea what you're
Also, Lyle has a Discord?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a chant or
It's for people who it's for people who give to the Patreon.
Ah, okay.
I hate everything. Also,
What's
hey,
wrong,
I
Max?
just realized that I've been streaming at 60 FPS.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell you. I thought you knew.
If the stream looks fine, then it's fine, but...
Looks acceptable. Alright, well, alright, not when you fall.
How about when I do this awesome flow motion combat?
Probably not. No, I was editing things while the stream was going on.
Okay, well at least he posted a link to Lyle's Facebook, which doesn't help because the video in the Zelda video got 100,000 on YouTube and it's got almost 500,000 here on Facebook.
It's fine. I mean, it's got artifacts everywhere, but sure, it's fine.
What, the video?
Nobody's complained yet.
Not Lyle's video. We mean the stream.
Oh.
Does Lyle upload his
because we
videos
would-
to Facebook?
We talked about this. We would be the only ones to complain about it, and no, because Facebook doesn't have monetization for everyone yet.
But like,
Well, not only that, but like I said earlier, fucking reporting things on Facebook are so fucking difficult. They don't want to do that because they get money from everything.
I'll let you do this way.
Facebook is a fucking wild, wild west situation where it's just too big for its own good, dude. You can get away with a lot on Facebook. If you fucking keep your head down and you don't, cause as much attention to yourself, you can. I mean, there's tons of fucking crazy groups on here that are like child porn centric and stuff like that they just don't touch. So.
Oh my god, stupid fucking RAM. Trying to give everybody seizures. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this combat right now. Prepping my slingshot. Yeah. I'm getting hit by a laser that's just existing. And then it's like, oh, Max, you suck because you're doing the combat wrong. Do the flow motion, Max. Just shut up and do flow motion. That's how you do it. Look at it missing. Look at it missing, literally point blank.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, look at
amazing.
it. Oh, it's good.
I think shout outs to Refrank on that one, I believe. Refrank, you're the one who made the Neo picture for me, right? If not, don't take the credit. I'm sorry. Refrank is but it's normally Refrank who puts my face on everything. So yeah. Apparently, my face is one of his favorite things.
Yeah, Steppenwolf needs to step out of my fucking life because he's ruining everything.
Who the fuck is Steppenwolf?
He's my antelope or whatever it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't think you were here for Steppenwolf.
Got away.
No, I was not. I don't think.
Well.
So you must be Neku's partner.
Well.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. How's everybody doing? Hey, killed it.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, fam?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, you obtained a move after dying.
But you should have seen him.
I won.
Oh, I thought you died.
No, I
thought you
survived.
died.
It just does that dying thing.
What?
Oh.
It's the same animation.
You said you need her.
I looked away for 1 second and I thought you died.
I thought you died too. And I was watching.
That's sweet, Neku.
Yeah, I forgot it cut off the fill part.
Well,
This fucking picture's so rad.
It's nice to be needed.
I'm sorry, is this a bad time? Because that Dream Eater we're after his...
Who the fuck just added me?
On Game Banana.
Other imagining? You mean where Riku is?
Yes. He and our other friends will do what they can, but we'll just run ourselves in circles at this rate. We need to trap that thing in one place, and then we can finish it.
This must be a hentai group.
The 3rd District.
Okay.
Joshua,
Yes, Neku?
tell me.
For key authors, I put Smashing Veteran, recolored in Photoshop.
But Neku, I thought you couldn't afford...
Am I gonna have to download the NVIDIA
Give up on yourself.
plugins
Yes.
for Photoshop?
and give up on the world.
Right.
You install it and you're done.
So I'll see you there.
Alright. I remember it giving me problems last time I tried.
Yeah. You're my friend.
Like using it or installing?
Installing it. I don't know why. Oh, well, I guess last time
Sora,
my version of Photoshop was outdated.
thanks.
What's up, Suzanne? Guys,
Frank,
look,
can
it's
I
the
make a
only-
better friend yet?
Guys, look, it's the
The
only
NVIDIA
sequel to the
plugins
World
are
Ends review
used-
we have.
The NVIDIA plugins are used by developers for textures right to 3D models. So yeah, it's used for editing textures
It's really useful.
and
I used to
games
use,
that are built on NVIDIA framework.
I used to use it to edit textures in Sonic Adventure DX back before Steam came out. And I didn't have Sonic Adventure DX, so I just downloaded the demo, and I just kept playing, you know, whatever the fucking stage name's called. With, Knuckles and Sonic. Wave Ocean and, Hot Crater. Red Crater.
Oh, I told Max, but I didn't tell everybody here. I went to a metal concert yesterday, if you can call it that. That was a fucking experience. Oh man. Listen,
Yeah, tell us about it.
I've only been involved in
Can
like
make a better
one or
partner?
two.
Wait, sorry, who? Frank? What's the
Oh, boy.
recipe?
What is the recipe?
I need to make a better friend.
One that won't take me to watch Sword Art. But I've only been in mosh pits once, and let me tell you something. Going to a mosh pit for a band that is effectively high school angst bait, not like, I don't want to call them real metal, because they're still a guilty pleasure of mine from back in the fucking day. This is gonna make some people, if they're musically inclined, fucking audibly groan. I went to a Bring Me the Horizon concert, because a couple of friends were going.
Wow.
And
It's a subtle groan.
Whatever that is.
yeah. But it was fun. but motherfuckers don't know how to mosh. They do that punch moshing thing, and it's they always try to fight motherfuckers instead of actually just jumping around and have a good time, and it never works out for them. Oh my god, I've never had the full force of like hundreds of people pushing against me and almost trampling a bunch of fucking girls while also trying to sing along to a song. It has been like just the absolute... I think because I had to call out of work today. I got fucked up so badly from it. I woke up with the fucking splitting headache, and I was just realizing I'm completely out of my fucking element and I'm getting too old for this shit. That was the worst, man.
Alright, what recolor skin do we do now?
Well, you should do...
Make a nice Akuma.
Does Mega Man have a Proto Man costume yet?
Mega Man's
That's
not
a
in
good
that
idea.
fucking game.
Yeah, he is. He's an alternate costume.
Oh.
And we can edit the alternate costumes.
Alright, I forgot. Didn't you realize your friends weren't worth it at that point? I don't know about that.
Fuck friends, I got video games.
Wow.
And movies about video games.
Wow, aren't you just an edgy Game Facts poster? Casual reminder that Game Facts still has a community, guys.
That's a cunt. He won't let me play Company of Heroes.
Got it, Riku.
No, sorry. My stepdad's a cunt, and he won't let me play Company of Heroes. Stepdad
man.
part is always
We'll
very
handle things
important.
here.
It
You
is
take
very
care of the
important.
boss.
Will do.
Stepdad's a cunt. Oh man, it's so good.
No, it's him.
I can't believe it! What do I do?
This is the worst.
Where do we go from here?
You okay?
I'm gonna use the comet. No, I'm gonna have my head bashed in instead. I hate this. I hate this animation so much. I think it is offensively bad. Oh my god, it did no damage! And I'm dead!
I died. I'm dead.
So, like, you can put anything, like, you're getting the full texture file, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna add some dumb shit to the characters.
There's like the normal map and bump maps are like different files you gotta do. So
Yeah.
it's like a little bit more of a pain for those ones.
I
Not
did
like in
some
Source
Street
where it's all
Fighter
together.
4 modding, so... Hey, you know what's also really dumb to have in your game? Make it so that your heal is on cooldown at the beginning of a fight. That's great. Especially when you're playing on a harder difficulty. That's a really cool thing to do. Let's do the common animation again. Because everybody loved it so much the first time. There's my cure, there's my cure. Ow, ow, ow. I could get past everything if my partner didn't suddenly take a liking to blinding me. Like,
Yeah, what is up with that?
hey, what's up? Do I gotta throw a barrel at you? Is that it? Is that how I defeat the big scary bad boss man?
Was this fucking Donkey Kong?
Nope, that's not how I do it. Oh great, he summoned another boss. Man, I really wish I had that damage and defense boost that I gave to Riku, because I didn't think I'd use them for 5 minutes.
Same.
What
fam.
happened?
What do you think? What do you think happened?
All I know is
You
I
beat
gotta
him and
go
the game's
to
done?
bed.
I meant to back out so I can make a new fucking Digimon, and now I can't.
How'd you get dragged into there? I don't know how you got dragged in there. It's not my concern. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It was good. Max, it was an experience. It was.
Sure.
But the sword art, I mean.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
I don't know what's Phil's problem. That movie was pretty good.
Thank you. It's a. You said fantasy was the highest level thing that I can use? Can get a cool penguin.
Oh geez, Proto Man's actually gonna take some work. Alright, well. You talk to Kenny. Is Kenny in chat? I think Marvel could really benefit from a hip-hop soundtrack, so we gotta get a hip-hop soundtrack going. Replace every single song.
C or above. E. D. Well, the other thing was an A, so I'm gonna make that.
No, I'll get to him in a sec.
Yeah, we're gonna make this. I'm gonna give it. Balloonra. Why not? I'm not gonna use it. Kenny Kravitz. God damn it. They gave the ability to change names to the worst possible person. Alright guys, what's the name of our stag beetle thing?
What's the beetle in Mega Man X4?
I can't fit it, probably.
Actually, I think it is Stag Beetle.
Aircross Butch. Kind of like Butch. That's its name.
Yeah, there it is. What's its name? I want to find out anyways. Gravity Beetle. That was his name.
Looks like you and Butch are off to a great start. Well, I'm glad. Alright, let's make Butch our friend.
Anyways, Kenny, I want to put a bunch of we can mod all the music in Marvel 3. I want to get a whole bunch of hip hop soundtracks in there. Let me like message me on Discord songs that would fit a fighting game. Any recommendations?
I think I'm getting anything in.
I have my own ideas, but I'm gonna get to it later.
We're gonna pet this shit on stream. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you think people came here to watch, but... Oh god. I'll switch to the cat. I was gonna do that. I like the bat, though. I don't want Donaldo. Fuck Bat's my friend, alright? He's been there for me. Link points, 8. Well, fair enough. Alright, let's go, Butch. See what you got. I gotta get rid of Collision Magnet. That is a useless ability. There we go. Jesus. Why am I missing it? Ah. Oh God, please don't tell me. Son of a bitch! I gotta do all the spirit making again. Maybe I don't. Nope, I do. I don't like this one. He has different eyes. I present Butch. To Great. No, that's not what I want. Okay. So you go there, and you go there. I'm gonna go here. A little petting. A little petty wetty. At least until he gets that weird level up thing I saw before. Oh, he doesn't like it. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Little fireworks. Okay. So now, just to save these changes, I'm gonna leave the area. Not through that door, though. That's the 3rd district. No. Ah, fuck it. Let's just go into the fight. Okay. Oh! Shit. Forgot to take collision magnet off. I also hate that while you're in flow motion, if you jump and you're still technically in flow motion, then you can't heal yourself. No, not what I fucking want.
Excuse me.
Fuck.
Yeah, no problem. You're excused, Austin. Thank you, Austin.
Was that a... I don't know what that was.
It was my signature hiccup. Wait.
You
No,
know what
I
it
didn't.
was?
I thought it was a signature hiccup.
That's why I was like, I don't know what's going on. I can't really hear it over Sora saying the same things over and over again, so I thought you might have burped, and I was like, I don't know. I'm really happy I used that healing item. It was immediately hit by attacks. You know, no invincibility, so that didn't help. Then, now it's on cooldown. Oh, please. No, get the fuck out of flow motion. I'm really happy that that makes such a loud noise, because I don't like whip my controller. I'm not that kind of person. I just sort of lightly toss it. But it makes a lot of noise. But I think pretty soon I'm going to start legitimately throwing it. This is... I should have just been really excited that I finished the fucking Pinocchio world super early. Nice 1 hour stream, call it a night. We are definitely hitting our full time today, folks.
Sound like a sneeze? It wasn't a sneeze. I don't remember what it was, but
Oh my god, he was stunned for maybe 3 seconds. Sora, please just be on the ground. This is dumb. That looked ridiculously dumb. Who now? Oh wow, this is... Not too often do you have a boss rush halfway through the game, if anything. Get off the fucking pole, Sora. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's another boss rush. Okay, good. Because I had so much fun doing that one, I was really worried that I wouldn't get to do it again. I'm not halfway through the game. Can you please just let me keep streaming then?
Not again!
Hey, Josh, where'd it go?
Somewhere else. Out of Traverse Town, and out of my reach. We'll just have to let it go.
Great. Means I gotta fight it later.
So we failed the mission?
I'll go after it.
What?
Come on, I'm not an actual player. Can't I bend the rules?
Well, I guess the rules of the world don't apply if your hearts are connected. Right, Sora? That's how you roll.
Right. Then it's settled.
Sora. Thanks. It wasn't easy. You made it easier.
Yeah.
Wow, Neku, you've changed.
Huh? You think?
Yeah, you're less dorky.
What?
Once you find your friend, Sora, you should come hang out in our town.
Definitely. See you in Shibuya.
Sure. It's a deal.
Sora, you're not gonna go to real world Japan. You shouldn't.
Oh, it sounds like a good idea.
Making one of those dumb
Anything I should
friendship.
pass on to
I imagine it'd be a lot like seeing Mario or run around New
I'll
York.
see him soon.
Just all these like Yakuza-looking people, and I don't mean. I mean people who look like they're from the game Yakuza. Just hyper realistic. And then here comes Sora with his big clown shoes. Da, da, da.
Thug works for me. We all got a role to play, right?
Gosh, at least he's honest in a dishonest way.
Silence! No underling of mine shall be insulted so. I I have great plans for dear Pete and for all the
Maleficent,
world.
you're still trying to
Taking
pull
them
shit.
for my own.
Then I've got bad news for you. That day's never gonna come.
Perhaps you should take a few moments to reconsider. Or does the Queen's life mean nothing to you at all?
Mickey, don't you listen to her. You can't let Maleficent have her way.
No! Minnie! All right, Maleficent. Tell us what you want.
Let me see. Shall I begin with this world? I much preferred it.
All right, well, I got Mega Man's
ominous permutation.
certain colors done.
This place needs some lights.
Screenshot in chat.
You're lying, Maleficent. Not even you would go through
Max,
this
ain't you
much
having
just
fun
that.
yet?
Really after.
Is that a no?
Very perceptive.
No.
I
What color is
presume
this supposed
you
to
are
be?
familiar with Xehanort,
It's gonna be Proto
the
Man.
man
Oh,
who
okay, I thought you
aims
meant
to
you were
discover
done.
worlds outside of
You have to
my
restart
own.
the game to check it every time, or?
Yes.
You know him?
Actually, no, I didn't
As do
test
you,
that.
I see. Yes, he
Because the last time I
shared
tried doing that was with a music mod,
how
and
to go about
well,
winning
that's a music
heart
mod.
over to the darkness.
And it also
most
didn't work in the first place.
gloriously, about the 7 hearts of pure light.
'Cause, yeah,
the ones
dynamic
that would
themes for
grant me the
characters
power
isn't
I need
working
to
yet.
conquer all worlds.
There's something special to those audio files.
The worlds were too complex.
So
too
your
much
sound
for
has to be
even
set to
me to
classic.
contain. It seemed I had miscalculated. Then it came to me. Of course, I could go about conquering other worlds in my own.
I just want to put the fight song from One Punch Man as a Iron Fist's theme.
For all do you not? And now you will hand it over to me.
What do you mean?
Don't you bozos pretend you don't remember. Me and Maleficent was trapped inside it. Now cough it up.
Why do you want the data?
I'm afraid that is no concern of yours.
Wouldn't want a royal Minnie Mousiness to get a boo-boo now, would we?
I see you have failed to recognize the futility of your situation. Very well. Face your doom!
Literally how, Axel? How did you get there?
Minnie! Maleficent, you lose.
Say, milady, I think the pipsqueak's right. We better hit the road.
I now know that what I seek lies within these walls. Trust that I will eliminate you in good time.
Ugh.
Hey, wait for me, Maleficent. Wait!
You used the darkness to get here? That was reckless. But gosh, I didn't expect you to save us. Axel.
Axel didn't. My name is Lee. Got it memorized?
Oh, he said the line. He said it. He said got it memorized. So that you would
I cover
memorize
wars,
it.
you know.
Oh my god, please don't make me read through Recoded. Oh, why is there so much text for Recoded? It's just the same game again. It was a cell phone game. Like not like a smartphone game, like a flip phone game. Ugh. All right. I think that's more than enough dream drop distance for 1 week.
Yeah, how long have we been going? 2 hours, perfect.
Yup.
Now you gotta make up for last week.
Hey everybody, welcome to Go to Bedcast. Starting 3 hours late, but no. Thanks to everybody for coming by. We're a community-run channel. We stream Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, except for Drew on Fridays, who starts streaming at, what is it, 4 p.m.?
Yeah, 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Mondays we got Breath of the Wild with Austin. Tuesdays we have what's Rave playing?
It's been playing it forever.
Oh, he's still on Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah.
Okay, Rave is still playing Dragon's Dogma. Wednesdays is Popcorn, he's playing Half-Life 2. Thursdays is Dream Drop Distance. And Fridays are Dot Hack.
Half-Life 2 is over.
Oh, did he finish it?
Yep.
Does he know what he's playing next?
No.
Well, then show up on Wednesday and find out. Friday, Drew is playing a Dot Hack game.
Mutation.
Mutation. Is that the one
Yeah.
with the guy with the
Part
orange
2.
hat?
It's part 2, probably. I don't fucking know.
Alright, well, I don't fucking know.
I just know it's part 2, and it's after infection.
But that's pretty much it. Follow us on Twitter at the Go to Bedcast for news on when we're going live. Check us out on YouTube. Got highlight videos and stuff. You can now go through our Twitch. We got all of our playthroughs organized into little collections, which is great. Or we're still working on it. I'm not sure.
Nope, they're all there.
Oh, they're all there. Hey, there you go. But that's pretty much it. Buy our shirts. Donate below. And as always, drop, dive out. Drop into bed. Dive into